Hello YouTube! I made this video today to share with you some soft body physics setup that I found, and I think can be a good start point for any of you that would like to go into soft body simulations and don't know where to start. The little story behind this is that last week I released a video in which at one point I had to put a wobbly lightsaber in the hands of a character. Anyway, so I knew that the right way to do that was soft body physics, but at the time I didn't know how to do so. So I just used keyframed, and I used also an armature on the lightsaber, and as you can see right now the result is kind of crappy. It really is not satisfying at all. So I had to release the video because I didn't want to spend more time on it, but I thought I would spend a few days trying to get around soft body physics and trying to make something that I could have used for the previous video. And that is what I'm showing right now. So of those 4 meshes, those 4 objects, there are only 2 setups, physics setups I mean. Like you see the white and pink ones are just dangling. It's a setup I call dangling, and they are hanging from you can imagine a ceiling or anything. And the 2 others are like stiffer, and I call this setup rubber because they behave like kind of, I don't know, a stiffer rubber thingy. Anyway, that's the one I would have used for the lightsaber if I had the time to play with soft body physics before making the last video. As you can see here, I'm not gonna go into the basics, but you have to know that if you want an object to behave like those you see right here, you have to use weight paint. What does weight paint do? What it does, it's just telling Blender that one part of the object, one part of the mesh does not have to be affected by the soft body simulation. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you're gonna have your mesh, your object just falling, because the whole of it will be affected by the simulation, so it's gonna be affected by gravity. If you weight paint your mesh, you can select areas where you don't want the physics simulation to apply. So here are the first settings. This one is the dangling effect, the one I call dangling. It's just, I'm not gonna talk about every number here, but if you want to do something close to what you've seen before, you might want to start with those settings, and from that you just have to tweak around and find the perfect one for you, for what you want to do. And that's what I was missing a few days ago when I started with soft bodies. I was missing just a start point. So if you want to do something close to what I've done, just start with this and go along, try to tweak around and find what you like. The second one is the one I call rubber, the one I would have used on the lightsaber, and maybe this one is more useful than the dangling effect, because not that it's perfectly physically accurate, but I think it's an effect, it's a behavior that we can recognize as yeah, that's plausible, that's something like I can see objects doing, acting. I can see objects in real life acting, behaving like that. So that's maybe the most useful of the 2. So this is it. I hope this video made you want to try soft body physics inside Blender. It might be a little scary, but don't worry. If you start with the settings I just gave you, you have something to work with, so it won't be as hard as just trying to figure out everything. So I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.